What's up, everybody? It's your boy Cherokee here live again on July 6th. So hopefully you guys know Happy Independence Day for those of you guys that are trying for independence. Remember, I don't look at 4th of July the same way as most people do. Even though I fought for the country, I feel like none of us are free if everybody's not free, you know. But one of the things I want to do today is I've been asked to do a little teaching that I normally do when I teach about business. And the differences are the fear of commission and task payment. There's three true forms of payment. And the forms of payment are hourly, commission, and task. Okay? Hourly, commission, and task. What I want you to do is I want you to write down the hourly, commission, and task, and let's see which one has the opportunity of freeing you, because one of them will free you for sure. Two of them really will, right? So let's talk about this. I use a regular hour work week, right? 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, right? Which equates to about 2,040 hours a year, and that's including that 1 week vacation time you get. So this is built, all of these numbers are built off of 51 weeks instead of 52 weeks in a year, right? Now, I talk to a lot of young students from middle school, high school, college, and of course, business people that are entrepreneurs. They're trying to get out here and learn how to get free. Right now is that time. You're trying to get free, aren't you? You know, some of you guys are on furlough. Some of you guys, you know, they're not bringing you back. They're just not going to bring you back. And this is the time to truly dig into how great you really are. So I said, you know what? Instead of just coming on here and giving you these pearls of wisdom as far as speaking and pushing you forward, yes, this is Monday, and this is that day of refreshing to get you started for the full week. I wanted to show you something, all right? And this is what I believe in, and this is truly how I freed myself many years ago. So when you say you got 8 hour work week, right? You got 8 hours in a work day, I'm sorry. And let's use the number $20 an hour. Because a lot of people, they feel like $20 an hour is good. And it is for some, right? But some people, it's just not enough. But let's take a look at what this equates to. $20 an hour, and all these numbers that I'm giving you are gross numbers. They're not after taxes. This is before taxes, okay? So $20 an hour on an 8 hour daily day, right? Work day. That means you're going to gross $160 a day. And if you do that and you say you got a 5-day work week, that means you're going to gross $800 a week. $800 a week multiplied by 4 weeks in a month, that means you're going to make gross $3,200 monthly. Now you multiply that $3,200 by 12, which is how many months there are in a year. That means you're going to gross $38,400 yearly. Now, for a lot of people, that's not bad, because I think poverty is $15,000 or below, you know, yearly. That's the poverty level. So this is more than twice that. But let's talk about this for a minute. And we're doing this under the constraints of the normal work, you know, the work year. So this means you would be working 2,040 hours a year. Now, watch what happens if you are so inclined to say, let's look at commission and task, right? Because I know most people work on the hourly, you know, system. The hourly, you trade your time for dollars. That's in other words, right? Well, now commission is built around ideas, right? Commission is built around you sell something that has a pretty nice size price tag to it, and you earn a percentage of that price. So let's take a look. We're going to use one of my products, and we're going to use a small one, a $4,000. The FMV stands for fair market value pricing. And this is going to be based on a commission scale of 7%, okay? So let's take a look at this. Now, when you're a commission person, first of all, let's talk about it. You don't have to work as many hours as that individual that trades dollars for time, right? And what I mean by that is, in this situation, it could take you an hour, 2 hours, maybe even 20 minutes to sell the product of $4,000 if the value is there, right? So we look at $4,000, and we're going to say that you have a 2 hour work day, all right? So you sold this deal, 7% of that is $280. That's your commission, right? So already you've doubled the 8-hour workday for $20 an hour. You've doubled it already, basically. You've almost doubled it. You're not quite, but almost, right? Now watch what happens here. By doing this on an average, you are making $1,400 for the week, okay? Because remember, you're doing this daily, and you have this for 5 days, 5-day work week. Now all of a sudden, that monthly jumps to $5,600 a month, okay? That $5,600, if you're doing this consistently, this is where consistency comes in. If you're afraid of consistency, then this is where you would turn left instead of right into this, right? Because when you make it hourly, you figure, well, I got guaranteed money. That's what everybody thinks until they go on furlough or until they get fired. Then they say, well, wait a minute, nothing's guaranteed. Well, the commission's not guaranteed either, but watch what happens when you're good at something. The $5,600, and you say, this is what I need to do monthly. I'm going to do this monthly. Because you set goals for this. Times 12 is $67,200. Now, here's the cool part. If you notice, this is almost doubling the person that worked 2,040 hours in a work week, right? But this person did this based on 2-hour work days. They were just really good at it. They had a good team, and they're able to sell a couple of these, per day, right? So now, all of a sudden, this person worked yearly now 510 hours for the year. 510 hours, okay? So that's literally 1,530 hours less than the person that made $38,400. And they actually made $28,800 more on the end of the year. Now remember, this person made $38,400 for the whole year, and this person made almost the exact same amount more than they did for a third of the amount of time that they worked. See, great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events, and small minds discuss people. Well, the same thing, the rules apply in business too. If you can discuss ideas, you can turn it into a commission, okay? Now, I know that this is scary because the numbers look great, but you say to yourself, well, what if I can't do that? Okay, but what if you get fired from your job? You put all that time in and you still got fired. So I always say when things hurt you, get a reward from it. It's one thing for things to hurt you. It's another thing for you not to be rewarded for what you put out. So now let's take a look at the third and final one, which is the task orientation. Task is, hey, I want to come out and I want to cut somebody's grass. Hey, Mr. Johnson, I noticed that your grass is a little bit high. I tell you what, I'll go ahead and cut your grass, bag it up, trim the hedges. I'll do it all for $50. Okay, Johnny, that's fine. You go ahead and take care of that for us, right? All right. Well, Johnny says, okay, that now becomes a task, right? So his goal is to get 4 of these per day. If you get 4 people, you may have to talk to 40 people to get those 4, but it's fine. You got those 4. Those 4 people are willing to pay you $50 for the lawn care, right? So now you take that $50 and you say it takes you about an hour to cut each person's grass. So you're making the $50 per hour. Now that 50 is multiplied by the 4, so your daily bring-in is $200. You can see where it's happening, where the transformation is happening. Remember, you only work 4 hours that day, but you've earned $200. Now let's talk about you concentrating that on a weekly basis. Every day that becomes a goal to do it again and do it again. Different neighborhoods, same philosophy. Now all of a sudden, weekly you're earning $1,000 a week. Well, notice, the commission scale you're earning $1,400 a week. The task you're earning $1,000 a week. And for your $20 an hour trading time for money, you earn $800 a week. So you can see, one of them you're working 8 hours. The next one, down from it, you're working 4 hours. And commission, you work 2 hours. You can see where I'm going. But to hit the home plate real good, doing that 4 times, that's going to net you or gross you a month of $4,000. Now remember, you're creating this, right? You're creating this to see if it works, see how it works. So this one you can compound. This one you will not, right? See, because now all of a sudden you can teach other people to do the same thing you're doing. As long as you remember your equations and that $50 for each lawn, you can actually compound your efforts because you're doing it based on tasks, a job that you created for yourself. So the 4,000 times that 12 months is now $48,000 a year. So you're making $48,000 a year. You're working 1,020 hours, which is half of what that person making $20 an hour that's trading time for dollars. So let's look at this. This person makes $9,600 more than the person that works double the amount of time. For whatever stresses, pay you that $20 an hour. So the reason why I'm bringing this up to you guys, I don't want you to be afraid of homeschooling. I don't want you to be afraid of studying. I don't want you to be afraid of jumping out and doing something that you haven't done before. Because now is the time. And for you to have something you've never had before, you have to be willing to do something you've never done before. And you have to erase the fear. For even those of you guys are out there that are working and you're making good money, $20, $30, $40, $50 an hour or more, right? Remember, you have a certain task to do. If you enjoy what you're doing, please disregard what I'm saying. You know, if you love what you're doing, hey, you found a way to get paid for what you love to do, what you're extremely passionate at. The people that I'm talking to right now are those of you who are not being appreciated at your job. Those of you who are not appreciated, you're not making enough, you're finding out that you still need, a second job. If that's you, then this is what I want you to understand. The 3 methods of pay: hourly, commission, and task. Well, right down here, hourly, this person is working 2,040 hours a week. I mean, an hour per year for the whole year, right? And that's on the 40-hour work week. A commission person on this example worked 510, and he could have actually worked less than that, but let's just keep it at that, right? 51 weeks, right? 510 work hours. And then last but not least, the task, 1,020, right? Work hours. So even the task is half of the person working the full, 40 hours of work week. And both of them make a lot more money than the person working that job. Now, these two people, their goal is to find a way to also do something that's fun. We're sitting in my gym right now, and I love being in here. I can do personal training in here. I can train myself. I can do online exercises. I can do meal plans and different things, right? Well, guess what? That's in a commission and task. That's a task that can pay me a commission. So I can end up with both, you see? So, and I have my assistant right now helping me so that I can focus on the camera and do what I was asked to do by some of my college students that were just talking about. I got to figure out a way to pay my tuition and to do things when I'm graduating and I don't have any prospects lined up. Look, guys, that's happening to a lot of you out there. Ladies and gentlemen, that is nothing new. I'm going to say this loud and clear. Don't let your schooling interfere with your education. Don't let your schooling interfere with your education. In other words, you can learn stuff every day throughout the weeks and throughout the months and the year and never step foot into a classroom. Parents out there, don't be afraid to homeschool your children. You have so many things on the social media setting that will help you to teach them. It will be your aid. There are great teachers that are turning to teach online. I give courses online. I give business training and business etiquette online and how to do different things, how to dress for success, how to get your mind right. These things are online. Now, what I also say is also put your money where it's both, educational, profitable, and imaginatory. So basically, it's giving you the ability to imagine yourself at a place that you're not there yet. Well, there's a value to that. If you have people that can teach you and show you how to get that done, invest in them, because that's investing in you. So once again, don't look for things that just pay you. Look for things that create a path for you. Okay? Look for, a lane to get into. Look for things that work with your best interest in mind. One of the messages that I want to send across the bow, building myself into success came from me wanting to learn more, not earn yet. But see, once you learn more, you earn more. It doesn't go the other way. Think about school, everyone. When you went to elementary school and middle school, junior high school, middle school, even high school, did they pay you to come to school? No. What you earned was your grades. But your parents paid for your schooling. So in other words, you were paying the educators to educate you, right? To make you stronger and make you someone that could actually thrive in this economic world. Now all of a sudden, when you go to work, think about this. Somebody's paying you for your efforts and for your knowledge. So when you learn more, you earn more. You see? It's not you earn more and then learn more. It's not that way. You see? People can keep people down by paying them enough dollars that they will actually say, okay, it's worth me coming in here now because you're paying me enough dollars. But is it really enough? There's a saying in the community, more money, more problems. So a lot of times, the more you earn, the more problems happen. You get a more expensive car, more expensive house. So now you gotta make sure you go to work every day. You gotta make sure that you don't get sick. You can't afford any sick days, and they tell you how many sick days you can have. You may be able to vacation, you may not in the beginning. But I have a lot of friends with degrees, and some of them work in their fields and some of them don't. But a lot of them, very high percentage of them, have concerns about where they work. They're not being able to get off in time to go see families, even when they're passing away. I had a friend that couldn't go to a funeral because the person wasn't a direct relative, wasn't a direct, parent, but it was their favorite uncle. And they weren't able to go to the funeral. See, there's some things that's worth more than money. Now, freedom. Freedom is when you understand how commission and task work. You say, I'll do this job for this much money. And somebody says, you have a deal. Shake your hand, let's get it done. But when you get paid hourly for your job, and like I said, I'm not knocking this if you're doing something you enjoy, if it's doing the right thing for you, especially if you have a helpmate that is doing something, bringing money in from another source. Now it's two of you earning money or more. But there's a lot of single moms out here that I like to help. There's a lot of single dads out here that I like to help. And there are things that you didn't plan for that happen, and you're not prepared for it. You're the ones I'm trying to reach right now. And this is your time to shine. So again, like I always like to say, and I'm going to keep doing this, Happy Mother's Day to you great mothers out there. Happy Father's Day to you great fathers out there, you real fathers out there. And you daddies, your time is next June. But you fathers, happy Father's Day. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys that are giving people in the world something to be thankful for. Happy Independence to you guys that are fighting for your independence today as you were July 4th, a couple of days ago. This is what it is. Happy birthday to everyone. If today is your real birthday, July 6th it represents your birthday, happy birthday, Cancers. Happy birthday. But the rest of you that are watching me, your birthday's in December. Your birthday's in October, November, October. Except in any time. Today is your birthday too. Happy birthday. Because today is the day you can change your life. Today is the day that you can say, I'm better than I was yesterday. I'd like to introduce myself to you, world, and let's get it. I love you guys. God bless. Stay safe. And remember what I told you about hourly, commission, and tasks. You can have them all work together. They don't have to be one or nothing. But always work toward what you want. This is your life. Nobody has the right to it. God bless you. Love you. Peace.